And as package, Anchor Insurance seeks partnership with Ministry of Transport and Motor Vehicle Insurance. Deputy Director in the News Directorate of AKBC, Celestine Ekwere, vows out of service after 35 years. Trial of suspected murder of former Deputy Speaker of House of Assembly faces setback. It's all of these and more in a moment. A beautiful morning. This is AKBC 45 News. My name is Agnes Udo King Brown. The Anchor Insurance Company Limited has been charged to improve on its performance for people to come onto their service delivery. The Commissioner for Transport, Dr. Godwin Tuwede, gave the charge when the management team of the company called on him in Uyo. Etienne Ibanga was there.
The Anchor Insurance Company Limited was established by the Akwa Ibom State Government in 1989 as a state-owned insurance company underwriting general business and special risk classes of insurance. It provides insurance services to life, home and property, identity protection as well as vehicle loans. The visit to the Ministry of Transport was to seek partnership and strengthen synergy between the company and the transport sector. Receiving the team on behalf of the ministry, the Commissioner for Transport, Dr. Godwin Tuwede, said his ministry was ready to partner the company in its effort to change the face of the transport system. Dr. Tuwede noted that the ministry has developed manifest at government-approved motor parks where the services of the insurance company are utilized. He said plans were underway to bring in Anchor Insurance Company Limited into the taxi scheme of the ministry, and a shot of government's readiness to encourage and support the company with a view to increasing its capital base and dividend payment to the state. The Commissioner said the ministry was set to collaborate with relevant companies, work out modalities and come out with policies that will move the transport sector forward. He commended the management and staff of Anchor Insurance for their hard work, dedication and consistency in business for the past 27 years. The administration of Governor Dom Emmanuel, Dr. Tuwede said, was committed to creating local content and development of human capacity in various areas to boost the industrialization program of government.
His Excellency is out to ensure that whatever is required to train our people so that they become our ambassadors, our representatives, that when the oil companies come, they should meet people who are competent. That's why he's emphasizing capacity. So I see a greater future with the kind of template we place before us.
Earlier, the managing director of Anchor Insurance Company Limited, Mr. Mayowa Adeduro, has said they were in the ministry to brief the commissioner on the company's activities and to seek areas of partnership. Mr. Deduro explained that the company, with 24 branches nationwide, has in the last 5 years made and recorded much profits, from which it has been able to pay dividends to the state government's coffer. He appealed for patronage from the Ministry of Transport, which he hoped will go a long way to boost the finances of the company. The managing director thanked the ministry for its cooperation and assistance rendered to the company over the years and pledged its determination to work towards achieving its set goals.
In the last 5 years, this company has been awarded the most innovative insurance company in Nigeria twice. Special protocol, loss of employment income insurance in Nigeria. In fact, it is happening for us in West Africa. I want to assure you, sir, that you will continue to be proud of this company.
Etienne Oibanga reporting.
The Commissioner for Women Affairs, Dr. Gloria Edeh, has called on all implementing partners for orphans and vulnerable children to strengthen the framework of child care and protection. Dr. Edeh stated this while flagging out the zonal workshop on sustainability planning for orphans and vulnerable children's program organized for 9 states in the zone. The report of the workshop is here presented.
The workshop was aimed at promoting approaches that address the unique needs of orphans and vulnerable children, with a bid to strengthening the frontline social service workforce, case management system, and promoting a sustainable approach through government and society's partnership. Addressing the participants, the Commissioner said if implementing partners for orphans and vulnerable children are to achieve success, efforts must be made by all implementing project partners to address the peculiar needs of each vulnerable child. She called on caregivers to desist from limiting the project to choice children, family members and friends who do not need such social services. Dr. Edeh, who noted that more proactive steps should be taken to ensure transparency and passion for orphans and vulnerable children, stressed the need for outstanding results as output will yield benefits for the less privileged children in the zone. She commended the project's coordinator, the Coordinating Comprehensive Care of Children, an NGO funded by the United States Agency for International Development, for partnering the Akwa Ibom government in the support of vulnerable children in the state. Dr. Edeh, while thanking the state governor and wife for their child-friendly dispositions, as well as support to the educational development of Akwa Ibom children, disclosed that the government is taking care of over 700 orphans and vulnerables picked from the streets, expressed joy that some of them are in tertiary institutions and are recording progress.
I wish to encourage all the states to take this planning exercise seriously, considering the major objectives of this planning, which is as follows: to enable state and local government areas to have strengthening capacity to sustain all social service systems as it affects orphans and vulnerable households.
Presenting a paper on capacity area strength of the project, the resource person, Mr. Manji Ephraim, advocated the need to have documented guidelines of coordination and partnership with governments and civil societies. This, he noted, will enhance the sustainability of the project and called for policies and guidelines for a durable and accurate data-based services.
Who are equally committed to the task ahead of them. Notice that there is an existence of a good structure right from the national level to the zonal level and the state level. And the network is fully completed with membership drawn from relevant organizations.
The Vice-Chancellor of the University of U, Professor Nefiok Essien, says the university will continue to mentor Whitman University, Korepane, into a sense of academic excellence. The Vice-Chancellor was speaking while addressing the management, staff and students of Whitman University, Korepane. Livingstone Daniel tells us more. The Yes District Women Rally of the Lutheran Church of Nigeria, Ikorokuba District, Ibesikwa Sultan Local Government area, had held its Thanksgiving service. The 4-day spiritual gathering with the theme, Christ in Me, Lives in Me, was held at the Lutheran Church of Nigeria, Okukuk, Ibesikwa Sultan Local Government area. Livingstone Daniel completes the story.
District Superintendent of the Lutheran Church of Nigeria, Ikorogubo Fort, Reverend Gordon Okun, described women as the salt of the nation and as such should not lose his taste. The clergyman who centered his message on the theme of the rally, Christ Lives in Me, stressed the need for Christian women to live a godly lives so as to convert unbelievers to God using their lives and action as a weapon of evangelism. The district chairperson, Deaconess Enobong Ekong, said the rally is an annual event organized to foster unity among the women from different assemblies making up the district, as well as pray for themselves, their families, the church, and nation. Deaconess Ekong, who was addressing the women during a panel discussion, which included the producer of a side band in AKBC television, Ms. Blessing Iyan, charged the women not to lose sight on their primary function of taking care of the family, irrespective of their career and status in the society. The service featured praise and worship as well as choir rendition.
More news after the break. Stay with us. You're welcome back. The trial of persons suspected to be behind the murder of former Deputy Speaker of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, late Obong Okonwa, suffered a setback yesterday at the Yo High Court. This followed the absence of the defense counsel, Barrister Ekwenyong Tekem, on health condition. The fifth prosecution witness in the matter was expected to testify today, after the fourth prosecution witness, Dr. John Frank, who is the pathologist that examined the body of the late politician, saying that the autopsy report, which was admitted in exhibit by the court during the last proceeding. The defense counsel, Barrister Ekwenyong, in a letter to the court, applied for adjournment of the case to next month to enable him attend to his health problems. According to him, he has been scheduled for medical examination in Abuja, hence will not be able to appear in court yesterday and today. The next 2 days and matters was adjourned to. The matter was not called, neither did the four accused persons, Efium Abai, Akani Benson Brown, Godwin Moses Odo, and Simeon Daniel Udoikbe, brought to court. A deputy director in the News and Current Affairs in the News Directorate of Akwa Ibom Broadcasting Corporation, Mr. Celestine Ekwere, has bowed out of the state civil service. Mr. Ekwere, who has completed his 35 years in the state service, 25 which is in the Akwa Ibom Broadcasting Corporation, was yesterday celebrated by staff of the television newsroom for successfully completing his career in sound health. A.I.N. Paul in the following report takes a look at the celebration and the life and times of Celestine Ekwere during his stay with AKBC.
In the words of appreciation at the party, the Deputy Director, News and Current Affairs, Chris Ikboto, the Chairman of the Chapel, Colonel Edemefreti, Sam Monday, Edemasai, Justice Odoser, Tony Etem, and Florence Umoituk described the retiree as one of the best who served the corporation diligently.
He's been a very diligent reporter, diligent production editor, a very loyal friend indeed.
Well, I want to take consolation when they say the beautiful ones are not yet born. I hope that when replacements for hardworking staff such as these do come, they will learn to live with the rest of us as a family we have been.
And I found him to be a person of personal standards and courage.
And so if any one of you is going to meet Celestine, it is me, as a very dedicated officer, a very humble officer of the newsroom.
Let him maintain the kind of life he led while in AKBC. Awesome.
The head of editorial in the television newsroom, Mr. Hussein Ekanam, proposed a toast to Mr. Celestine Ekwere while gifts were presented to the retiree by his colleagues. Responding, the retiree appreciated members of the television newsroom for celebrating him on his retirement and promised to always render his services whenever he is called upon to do so.
For the good things that you have said about me, and I promise I will not fail you, I will not fail myself.
Amen.
So the director, News and Current Affairs, Comfort Dumana, and the head of department, television newsroom, Chris Ikpoto, Akpan Ekwere, as he was fondly called, was one of the best staff of the department.
Celestine Ekwere is one of the best production editors in the television department of the newsroom. He came in as a translator, and he's leaving as a very good production editor.
One staff that does not joke with time, very humble, hardworking.
According to his colleagues, Hussein Ekanam, Justice Udosor, and to those in the radio service, Ekerete Udosen, Ededi Koridem, and Israel Thompson, Celestine was not only humble, but very hardworking.
Celestine Ekwere is a very humble person, hardworking. If you call him anytime, give him a responsibility to play. Well, Celestine Ekwere has always been an unassuming man, ready to work and give his best.
For 35 years he's been working here. I don't think I've ever had any cause for somebody to say, Celestine Ekwere, this is what he's done.
Celestine Ekwere discharged his duties very well. Celestine is a gentleman. He looks very resourceful, hardworking.
What are the colleagues of Mr. Ekwere wishing him as he leaves the service?
He's leaving the service active. My wish is that he used the same spirit that he used in the newsroom.
He has retired, but not tired. He should look for something that will engage him. So I wish that when he gets these monies, he will use them judiciously, knowing that there's always a tomorrow.
As Celestine Ekwere, a native of Ikorede in Nsirubim local government area, and the deputy director and the news directorate leaves the state public service, what were his best moments in the corporation?
My best moment was translation. Why was it my best moment? It exposed me. It led me to be known.
Were there regret, embarrassing moments for him in the past 25 years in the corporation?
These other guys who were in the newsroom, who called themselves reporters, tried to look down on us. I don't know how others felt, but me, I felt embarrassed. I don't have much regret.
What will he miss, and what is his advice to his colleagues?
It is better for everybody to think of what he will do before he retires.
Celestine Ekwere joined the State Civil Service as a teacher in September 1981, left for his National Certificate Education and completed in 1986. He was absorbed back into teaching profession in 1986 and taught in community secondary school, Treto, in Nsirubim till 1990 and left the profession the same year. In January 1991, Mr. Ekwere transferred his service to the Akwa Ibom Broadcasting Corporation as a translator. From there, he became Current Affairs Officer 3, 2, and 1 and was promoted to a controller and to manager news. Celestine was also promoted to the rank of a deputy director in 2013.
Who was the reporter He has not put the receipt on roll rich.
His hobbies are traveling, listening to music, preferably high life and reggae, reading and farming. He said he hates cheating, laziness and food wastage, while his favorite food is swallows, even if it is 3 times a day. Mr. Quere is a man of one wife, Emem, with 5 children of Deme, Kubiat, Iniemem, Diana Abasi, and Dunyeme, but may have other plans, according to him. 2 outstanding features were noted of Celestine: humility and hard work.
Well, like the same rest, after labor. Though Mr. Celestine Quere has finished his 35-year service, he will be surely missed, especially in the newsroom. The Adrian of Home reporting.
Congratulations to Celestine Quere and wishing him a healthy, wonderful retirement life. The Credential Committee for Election of Officers into Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, Akwa Ibom State Council, has released the timetable for election into the union. A joint statement signed by the chairman of the committee, Mfon Uye, and the secretary, Dominic Akpan, indicates that submission of Chapel's list to the committee through the secretary has commenced yesterday, 20th June, through Monday, July 4th, 2016. Setting of forms will commence still on Wednesday 29th to Wednesday 6th July, while screening of aspirants will start on Monday, July 11th to Tuesday 12th July. The statement also adds that commencement of campaigns will begin Wednesday 13th July, while list of cleared aspirants and list of eligible voters will be displayed on Monday 18th July. According to the statement, claims and objections are scheduled to start on Wednesday 20th July to Friday 22nd July, and display of final voters list will be on 26th July, while presentation of manifestos will be on Friday, July 29 by 2 p.m. The statements are that election and swearing of elected officers to take place on Monday 1st August. All members and aspirants have been urged to cooperate for a successful 2016 State Council election. Nigeria seeks $40 to $50 billion investment in oil projects from China. The European Union says English would not be dropped as an official language of the bloc. Toyota Motor Company records 3.13 million cars worldwide. These and other stories in a national foreign news segment with Marcy Kekere.
In a bid to improve the oil sector, Nigeria is seeking $40 to $50 billion investment in oil projects from China. This is according to the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Dr. Ibe Kachiku, who at the commencement of a roadshow in China said the country has huge capacity to put money in the oil sector, and having financial investments from the country will help bridge the infrastructure gap in Nigeria. The Nigeria Football Federation has released a 35-man list for the Nigerian under-23 male team expected to participate in the forthcoming 2016 Rio Olympic Games. Players who have had experience playing in the national senior team constitute half of those on the 35-man list, while the final list of 18 players will be drawn up before the games begin in Rio. Meanwhile, 74 Nigerian athletes have secured qualifications for the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. The European Union leaders have held an informal meeting in Brussels with 27 and not 28 member states in attendance, as the United Kingdom was absent. The 27 member states discussed plans for the UK's EU exit and also renewed calls for Britain to set out plans for leaving as soon as possible. European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker said the UK did not have months to meditate on activating Article 50. Other leaders called for the remaining 27 nations to pull together to ensure a stable future for the Union. German Chancellor Angela Merkel stressed that the UK must accept free movement if it wanted to retain access to the single market. The EU also issued a statement dismissing reports that English would be dropped as an official language of the group. Istanbul Airport, Turkey, has been hit by suspected Islamic State suicide bombers, killing at least 40 people, 13 of them foreign nationals, and leaving more than 230 people wounded. 3 attackers who arrived at the airport in a taxi fired at the terminal entrance, then blew themselves up after the police fired back. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has implored for a global fight against terrorism, adding that the attack could have been in any airport in any city around the world. United States said the attack was heinous and reiterated America's support for Turkey. Some European Union leaders who were at the post-Brexit summit in Brussels condemned the attack and have stressed the need for the world to unite in the fight against terrorism. Many countries have issued updated travel warnings for Turkey in the wake of the gun and suicide bombing attacks. Japan's Toyota Motor Corp has recalled 3.37 million cars worldwide over possible defects involving airbags and emissions control units. Toyota Prius models and Lexus CT200H car made from 2010 to 2012 have been recalled over airbag inflators. Also, 2006 to 2015 models of Prius and Toyota Auris compact hatchback are said to have evaporative fuel emissions control units which are prone to cracks and could expand over time and lead to fuel leaks.
That is our package this morning. So in the news, another look at the top story. Anchor Insurance has sought partnership with the Ministry of Transport and Motor Vehicle Insurance. The management of Anchor Insurance sought the partnership when it paid a visit to the Commissioner of Transport, Dr. Godwin Ntumude. Also, the trial of suspected murder of former Deputy Speaker of House of Assembly has faced setback. That is in our package. A reminder that you can also watch AKBC TV News online by logging on to akbconline.org or follow us on Twitter at AKBC45EU or on Facebook at AKBC Channel 45. That is in our package. Thanks for watching. I'm wishing you a very wonderful day ahead. My name is Agnes.